What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video, and welcome to a video that I've kind of been promising for a little while, but haven't really been able to make up until today. So I'm currently sitting outside of my local Lamborghini dealership, and you guys might remember that back in the summertime when I came here for one of their cars and coffee meets, it was around the time when there was kind of a special car being delivered. Well, currently they have two special cars here. One of them we have seen before, in another video back from the summertime, and the other one is currently, like I said, sitting in the showroom. And those cars are actually the Aventador SVJ63 and the Lamborghini Centenario. Now, of course, we've seen the Centenario before, but it was kind of tucked in the back of the storefront down there in Toronto, so we couldn't really get a good look at it. But luckily, it's on full display in the showroom right now, and that SVJ63, which was kind of getting picked up by the previous owner. Well, I'm not sure why, I don't know them, but both cars are currently for sale here at Lamborghini, so we're going to be going to check out those in a second. But I also wanted to give you guys a quick little update before we pop in the Lamborghini dealership. For all of you who follow me on Instagram, first off, thank you. And you guys have probably been wondering, where the heck is my Instagram account? Am I off social media? Well, the short answer is, at the moment, yes, but not by choice. About a week and a half ago, I tried to log into my Instagram account and also in my Facebook, and I got a notice that said my account had been disabled because I had violated the community guidelines and terms of use. Now, the crappy part is they had give you no explanation whatsoever as to maybe what did it or why they caused it. They just disabled your account. So I've sent them a bunch of emails to try to get it back, because for anyone who follows me, my account is basically throwing up pictures of cars that I see and letting you guys know when I drop a new video. So I'm trying to figure out in my head, I don't know what kind of things I might have violated. I think that my account may have been hacked just based off some other things on Facebook that friends and family are like, we can't find you, and even if you do type in my name, this account, completely random account, comes up. So anyways, that's my little rant there, guys. If you guys have been wondering where I am, at the moment I'm not really gone, but I can't actually access my account right now, so unfortunately that means that none of you guys can see anything either. So I do still have my Twitter account. Thankfully that still works, so if you guys want to give me a follow there, I'll have that link down below. I'll be posting some pictures from today over there. I hope to get my Instagram account back up and running soon. I'll keep you guys updated. In the meantime, I might create a temporary account, just so again I can keep you guys informed when I drop new videos and keep posting car pics and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of it. If you're wondering where I am, my account's currently disabled, the main account, so like I said, I'll keep you guys updated. But enough of me sitting in the car ranting. Let's go inside and check out some epic Lamborghinis. Okay, so we're inside the showroom now. I'm going to try to keep my voice down because there are actually some customers and stuff in here. But before we get to the crazy epic stuff, the SVJ is just behind me. But here's a couple other cars if you haven't seen already. So here's the new Huracan Evo. So this is the new Evo Spider and the coupe here in white. Both finished with the red and basically red and black interiors, as you can see in there. And this is kind of, the newest Huracan, kind of, I could argue, the most hardcore Huracan. Not quite as aggressive in the styling as the Performante. Didn't have the big wing, but definitely sells the performance numbers. And, if you prefer the hardtop version, there's the coupe. Alright, so a couple of differences, guys, apart from one being a convertible and one being a hardtop, is you can see the two different wheel styles that you can get with this car. So the black car, the convertible here in front of us, has the 20-inch wheels with the center locking option on them, and the coupe over here has kind of your more traditional lug nut setup. Again, 20-inch wheel, and just you can see the two different styles. In terms of where this car sits, it's still kind of the entry-level Huracan. As like I said, not quite as crazy as the Huracan Performante, which kind of came before it. Has the same engine in it, 5.2 liter V10, making 630 horsepower. It still has Lamborghini's all-S system, but I say, detuned a little bit. It doesn't have the big crazy wing on the back, so if you're not really a fan of that, then probably the Evo is the car for you. And one cool thing that they finally brought in is, you guys notice that central screen down there, which is taken right from the Centenario, which we're going to see in a minute. It's kind of an upgrade that the car was kind of needing to kind of push it forward into more modern technologies. And the fact that you have this kind of main central screen to control all your media things rather than the buttons that they had in kind of the last gen Huracans. Alright guys, but enough about Huracans. Like I promised you, we came to see two epic cars. So sitting in front of me here is the Lamborghini SVJ63. Now we've seen a couple SVJs on the channel before, so you're probably wondering what makes the 63 so much different from the SVJ. Well, at first glance, I mean, it's obvious things like the big 63 on the side. So with the 63, they're only making 63 versions of this car. Now essentially it's the same thing as a regular Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, but the 63 is kind of more exclusive. Only 63 units will be made. 63 of the coupe and the Roadster. This one, of course, in front of me is the coupe. The Roadster, I'm not sure if they have one in here yet, but kind of the exclusive side of things. No, the 63 is a little bit more customizable in the fact that they have some more color options that you can't get on the base car SVJ. And honestly, it's just kind of a statement piece as well. Do you want the regular car or do you want the more hardcore 63? Both cars still feature the 6.5 liter V12. The SVJ makes 770 horsepower, which of course is up from kind of the last gen Aventador. The Aventador S, that was only about 740, and I believe this has the same, I'll fact check myself, but I think this has the same power output as the Centenario that we're going to see, which I know at the time was the most powerful production Lamborghini. And so once again, some of you, again, on Instagram, you might recognize this car. It was previously owned by a car collector who lives here in Toronto. His Instagram handle is @TetraTheGod. Of course, he had this car and the Centenario, which we're going to go see in a minute. He has a crazy collection, so if you guys aren't following him, go follow him already. I don't want to predict the future, but I can only maybe hope and predict that the fact that he's selling two epic cars like this means that something even crazier is maybe coming down the line. I think I do remember in a post one time he said that he had also ordered the 63 Roadster, so I'm sure at some point we'll be seeing that. Warmer weather starting to come back to Toronto now, so it'd be the perfect car for cruising around in the summertime. And as of what you can do to one up a Centenario, I really don't know, but you never know what kind of things are going to be coming. So one of the cool things with this car, like I mentioned with the 63, they have kind of more exclusive paint options. So this is like one of the deepest blacks that you can get. I'll flash on the screen when I remember. I don't remember off by heart what this black is called. I believe it's Nero Nemesis. It's basically this really, really intensely dark matte black. And actually, this isn't even the craziest black that they make. I think with the Roadsters and kind of new cars, there's a black. There's more gloss, but it looks even deeper than this, if you could believe it. But yeah, I know it's not really coming across on the camera here, guys. But trust me, if you see this thing in person, it's like if you've seen matte black before, this is like really, really deep. And one of the other cool design features, again, if you guys follow TetraTheGod on Instagram, you'll know that he's kind of a fan of black and red. Especially in his Lamborghinis. Pretty much every one of his Lamborghinis has been black and with red accents or black with red interior. I'm not sure how well we can see. Yeah, we can't really see on the inside, but trust me, the interior on this car, except for some of the buttons on the center console, like the seats, everything inside is red. It looks really, really epic. Pretty similar color combo to that in the Centenario, which is a Roadster, which we'll go see in a second. But yeah, the SVJ is a completely epic car. Again, just like the Huracan Evos over there and the Performante before, it has Lamborghini's ALA system, which is reworked, of course, for this car, with the Aventador being a bigger car than the Huracan and having more power with the V12 versus the V10. So at one point, this car actually did hold the record at the Nürburgring for production cars. I think it was beaten by the Porsche 911 GT2 RS, but I think also currently this is either the second or third fastest production car to ever go around the Nürburgring. So pretty good for Aventador is a kind of a big, heavy car. Not bad that it has the Nürburgring record. All right, just to quickly finish off, guys, with the SVJ. Like I said, we've seen them before, but you can see one of the stable things is it has a center exit exhaust, which also you can see there on the back of the Huracan Evo. It's kind of the new design language, I think, for Lamborghini. I absolutely love it. It makes the exhaust sound a little bit better because you can get shorter piping from the engine. So basically, the big V12 sits right there and the pipes come out there. So not that much room. So definitely, they sound a lot better. I mean, the V12s always sounded good, let's be honest. But I think this, with the completely reworked exhaust, the shortness of it, this sounds really, really epic. So here we have the Lamborghini Centenario, one of 20 cars, well, one of 40 cars in total in the world. They built 20 coupes, 20 roadsters. This is one of the 20 roadsters, of course, and the only car to be customer delivered in Canada, and I believe still the only Centenario currently available in Canada. As you can see, this car fully exposed, black carbon fiber body all around, and like I mentioned before with the SVJ, all red and black interior. Once again, if you guys are familiar with the previous owner, this car's on Instagram, you'll know that he likes this kind of black and red theme. And I can't zoom in that much, guys. Obviously I'm behind the stanchion here, but you can see what I was talking about with the little screen in the middle there, first introduced on the Centenario, now also available in the new Huracan Evo. But yeah, Centenario Roadster, and all the Roadster cars, guys, they're all permanent roadsters, so there is no roof available at all for these cars. So you want to make sure that it's a nice sunny day if you're going to out for a drive, and if it does start raining, to make sure to get in cover really, really quickly. So yeah, so like I said, guys, one of only 40 cars in the world, 20 coupes, 20 roadsters. Really epic to have this one sitting here. Again, not sure why the owner is selling it, but if anyone's in the market and wants to buy a crazy exclusive Lamborghini, this car is currently for sale, $3.7 million Canadian. I'll leave a link to the Lamborghini site down below, just in case you want to maybe come to the showroom, check it out, or you know, if you have the means, pick this car up. You definitely won't be disappointed. Once again, just like the SVJ, this car, 6.5 liter V12 making 770 horsepower. At the time, this was the most powerful Lamborghini ever built, so you knew they kind of had to carry that over to a more production ready car with the SVJ. But you can see just crazy back end, crazy. You see the splitters there for getting all kinds of air diffused out there. I love these rear tail lights. Lamborghini's kind of known for their Y pattern, so you can see kind of one big LED strip broken up in the middle here by the Lamborghini logo. There's a little backup camera underneath it, but yeah, crazy, almost single light strip that runs across the back. We can see back here, unlike the SVJ, guys, where it had the two tips kind of stick out the middle, this has 3 tips that come out the back. But this car definitely sounds good as well. I've never actually heard this car start up in real life, but if you've seen any kind of videos or been able to hear one in real life, you know how good it sounds. Once again, big V12 in the back. These all sound epic. And some other crazy features of the car, guys. Like I already mentioned, all the roadsters of these cars are permanent convertibles. There is no roof that you can install on them. And if you come to the back here, the deck lid is all one gigantic piece, so you actually need a couple people to unlatch it. There's 2 less at the top there, unlatch it, and the whole thing comes off to reveal your glorious V12 back there. And one of my favorite parts of this car is actually the wing. You know, unlike kind of the Performance over there that has the ALA system, it's kind of in your face, or even the new SVJ. The wing on this, I think, is a little bit more subtle, but also, you know, kind of built for downforce. So you can see it's a wing. It comes up. I don't know if it's active aero, but you can see a little cutout in the back of it there to help keep airflow flowing over the car. Of course, it auto deploys at speed. It's not like an air brake or anything, you know, like in the McLarens. Yeah, definitely the wing pops up, and that extra little slit in there is going to help greatly reduce drag with the air going over the car, especially because it's convertible. So, you know, you're going to be losing some airflow drag inside the cockpit there. So yeah, kind of sneaky little design features by Lamborghini. Of course, you have big cooling vents on the side here, obviously on both sides of the car, to keep air cooling in there. You have the little fins on the side that kind of push air over the wheels. And even the wheel design themselves, you guys will notice that it has a kind of like a basic wheel, but it has these carbon fiber blades around it that run right here. Those are also to help diffuse air and, you know, keep air flowing smoothly over the wheel, over the car. Every little, like, you know, this car was kind of built right around the time the ALA system. It doesn't have ALA system, but it has, you know, still the crazy aero. So yeah, along with the wheels that use the carbon blades to go on there to move airflow, you can see again kind of the splitter on the side skirts on the side of the car that are designed to push air away. Even the door design itself, you can see how it kind of channels air to go into the back. And one of my favorite features on this car is actually right beside the headlight. Don't know how well you guys can see, but right there, right beside the headlight, there's actually a little air channel there as well. So the air comes up over the car like this and actually comes in behind the light to go down around the car, over the wheels, into the back. Again, all to keep this car planted. Now, I don't know if this car ever did a Nürburgring time, so I don't know what it is, but I would imagine, you know, it's still a pretty light car. It has 770 horsepower, and I would imagine that this thing is pretty good weapon on the track. And definitely, if you are lucky enough to own one of these, be one of the 40 people, it's definitely, you know, a crazy car, super rare. So if you are lucky enough to own one, I mean, good for you. You know, I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket this week, guys. If I win, I'll be bringing this to the channel permanently. I don't think it's gonna happen, but that will be completely epic. Yeah, so once again, guys, like I said, we did see this car previously in the summer, but it was kind of tucked in the back. We couldn't get to walk around the hallway. Basically, you can only get this angle here. So it's kind of insane, you know, to see the whole car kind of properly in person, even though we are behind this barrier here. But once again, this car's for sale for $3.7 million. So yeah, they don't want just anybody getting right up close and personal with it. Okay, so that's going to do it for this video. I wanted to just kind of keep it short. Just pop in, go check out those two epic cars. Again, also because I promised you that when I got a chance to, I would bring them to the channel for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know. I mean, obviously, both are kind of exclusive cars, and you know, you can't really readily order one. But if you could pick between those two VTOL Lamborghinis, would you have the Centenario or the 63? Now, of course, keep in mind the Centenario we saw is only a Roadster, and the 63 is a coupe. But of course, you can get either one in you know, in the opposite. You can get a 63 Roadster, and you can get a Centenario coupe as well as the hardtop. So let me know down in the comments below, which would you rather have, Centenario or an SVJ63, or any other cars in Lamborghinis we saw in here. So yeah, like I said, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Hopefully I kept it kind of short and sweet, show off the two crazy V12 Lambos. I'm actually about to hop back in to get some more pictures, so I'm gonna post them on my Twitter, and hopefully if I get that Instagram account back or post a new one, I'll post some stuff on there as well. But if you enjoyed the video, like always, please give it a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and once again, I apologize if you guys were following me on Instagram. You guys are all still there. Hopefully I get my accounts back soon. There's no issue. We can just keep life going as it is. But if it's not, like I said, I'll give you guys updated. If you want, follow me on Twitter to go check out some more epic pics of the two cars. And just like that, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.